Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday night TNT training to help your online business explode. Guys, it's been a wonderful week. Last week, as you know, some of you know, if you tuned in last week, you know that I went on vacation to my father's house. And now I am back home, hence the same backdrop that you guys have been seeing all along. Just this one's, we're back to normal now because we're back home. It was a fabulous visit. And I always tell people, if you ever get the chance just to stop what you're doing and go visit family, go vacation, and then you can realize sometimes that, hey, if you're really struggling, that this might be a life that you could get used to. And that makes you work harder and push a little bit harder to be able to come up with the extra motivation that you need to keep pushing forward, especially when you're not getting the results that you want in your business and it just seems like everything's going against you sometimes. So I am super glad to be back home. As you know, the old saying, it's always good to go somewhere, but it's always good to come home. So it's nice to be home back among my family. My husband didn't go with us on this specific trip. He stayed home to work. But maybe in the summer, he might join us on a secondary trip. So it is really good to be home. Guys, I am so excited to be sharing tonight our topic of keyword research. It is a topic that needs to be discussed, and you really need to learn how to do it, because without doing it, your blog is never going to reach or rank higher in the search engines. It will just get lost. And you really want people to be able to see your website. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? You want people to come to your website and look at your content and say, oh, I kind of like this person. I want to buy that product, or I want to use that service. Okay. So the whole point of doing the keyword research, and you'll see, as we get into this, it'll be a little bit more easy to understand why it's so important, but it will have people come to you instead of you constantly having to go after people and chase them down and say, hey, I got this great deal. So instead of doing that, you can actually have them coming to you because of the value that you provide and because of the content you provide. So I'm excited about it, guys, especially if you're a blogger. Oh my goodness. Between a blogger, if you do videos of any kind, even just your regular posts on Google+, and even some of your posts on Facebook too, they get in the mix with the search engine. So, for example, I posted something on Google+, and guess what? It shows up when I type in a certain phrase, a certain keyword phrase. So it's not just great for your blog and your blog only. It's actually great for your blog, your videos, and any other posts that you do through social media. So it's a really great skill to learn. The more you learn, the better off you'll be. So I really encourage you to get a very thorough education with the keyword research information, because it's just going to help you out in the long run, and it's very great information to help you refine a skill, and then people can find you a lot easier and you can make more money. So all right, guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. I have so much information to go through. If I don't get started on it now, we'll never get through it. I'm hoping an hour we can make it all in, make it fit all in. But if we can't get it to fit all in within the hour, it might go over just a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely value-packed information that's going to help you increase your presence online through your blog or your YouTube videos or your posts in general. So let's go ahead and get started. So tonight I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. It doesn't want to share that one for me. Let me see here. It's always fun when you have technology that doesn't necessarily want to work with you. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we are going to look at slideshow. We're going to go from the beginning. Let's see here. You seem to be still staring at me. So let me share my screen. Let's try this again. There we go. Now you can see it. It's always fun because sometimes you can do it and it's right, and other times you can do it and it's just absolutely crazy wrong. It's always fun. So, all right, guys, let's go through this piece by piece. And it stopped sharing my screen again. I didn't hear it stop. Let's try this once more. Okay, here we are. We are at keyword research. So welcome to tonight. It's Thursday night training with your host, me, Dana Carpio. And this is information and training to make your business explode. So without a lot of this training, you'll be floundering around and not knowing what to do. And I give it to you straight. I give it to you honest. I give it to you with heart because I know that the information that I'm giving you is good, solid information. And it is something that will help you grow online. So where we are going tonight, first I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my story. So for those of you who are new, you can find out a little bit about me and where I'm coming from and why certain things are working well for me. What are keywords? We're going to define that, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step process. It's only 4 steps. It's actually really simple on how to come up with our keywords. And here's some ideas and things on how to come up with keywords as well. Your actual keyword research, some things that you want to look for. How do you rank on search engines? It's going to help explain the ranking process. I'm throwing in some search engine optimization because search engine optimization and keywords and keyword research actually go right hand in hand. So whatever you do with your keyword research, it will affect how the search engines see you. And we'll get into that in a little bit more detail. I'm also going to give you a live how-to actually go into Google AdWords and look for certain keywords and how to be able to tell if it's a good one or a bad one. And then I'm going to have a special offer for you. So if you saw it in the email or if you saw it posted on social media, I have a very special offer for some of you this evening. And it is on the table until Wednesday of next week at midnight, 5/11 midnight. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to be up to next week and have some time for Q&A. Like I said, we have a lot to cover. So let's get started. Here's a little bit about me. Here's a picture of my family here. My husband's on the right. Reese has his mouth wide open and Javari smiling back there in the background. This is Gio Jr. and Christopher. We are a happy family of 6. Gio's the 18-year-old, Christopher 17, Javari is 5, and Reese is 3. So, but we are extremely happy and loving family, and we live in Hermitage, Tennessee, which is just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, on the east side. It's where the President Andrew Jackson once lived, and his home is still here, and it's a tourist attraction. So we are not that far from Nashville. In April of 2014, I actually started with my primary. I had a friend of mine from college who was posting about something, and I was curious. So we sat down and we talked about it, and that was in January of 2014. And then in April, I turned around and I actually started with the company in 2014. After doing the things that they were telling me to do all the time by posting products, by posting the opportunity, before and after pictures, things of that sort, I started losing friends and I got frustrated. And so I started reaching out and going to different platforms other than just Facebook and saying, well, if I can't get it to work on Facebook, maybe I can get it to work somewhere else. Well, that was a bad decision. I didn't know that now. I didn't know that then. I know that now. But in July of 2014, I had to go online only. I had absolutely no choice. We ended up losing our car, and I could not go to the meetings that were around town, and so I had a hard time getting out and meeting people and things of that sort. So I had to go to online. Well, I had to have a free online marketing education. And the reason why I had to have one is because financially we couldn't afford to buy every little program that was out there. Now, mind you, I don't have a credit card. I've not had a credit card, and I don't know how long because I don't like them. So I had to do everything free. All the information I had to get had to be free. It could not be something that I had to pay for. Well, I mean, it kind of puts in your mind, what is that really going to be quality information? Well, once it's validated by an industry professional, yeah, I think it's quality enough information. So, and that's exactly what happened. All of the free information I was getting was being validated by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 other people. So I knew that it was truth. There was no second guessing it. Okay. And I did this for a period of about 2 years. I mean, it's, I know right now is, 2016, but I still do it to this day. I love free online marketing stuff. It's absolutely wonderful. And then you just get, is it absolute truth? Get it validated by another industry professional or 2. And then it's, you can say it's absolute truth. Now, I had seen the platforms and the systems and the programs, and I researched some of them. And then it came to me, hey, I need certain tools in order to conduct business online. And so I scrounged up some extra cash, and I started using a program, and it just wasn't giving me the results that I was expecting. I struggle with the technology and how to set everything up like funnels and things of that sort. And it was very time consuming. I put a lot of time and effort into this, and it just seemed like it was bogging me down so bad because I couldn't understand the technology. I had nobody to ask about it, nothing. So I was at my breaking point. I was either going to have to push through it, or if I was just going to have to pass the whole thing. And I knew I had put way too much time and energy into it to just pass. I had to push, and I did. I joined a community, and this specific community, it gives support when you have questions. I mean, people are right there, 6 and 7 figure earners helping you. And there's guidance, hey, this idea is great. This one, not so much. They validate your ideas, and in the beliefs of the industry as a whole. And the biggest thing of anything, it helps you to believe. It helps you to believe that it can be done. It helps you to believe in your business. And most importantly, it helps you to believe in yourself. So, and ever since I have joined that community, absolutely nothing has been the same since. Nothing. Everything has changed. Except for last week. While I was on vacation, I think my brain was on vacation too. So I'm kind of catching up a little bit, but still nothing has been the same since. I feel a drive and an ambition and a pull like never before. So it's a really great community. If you want to know more, just ask me after the presentation. Okay, let's get down and dirty into the meat and potatoes, because I know that's what you're really here for. So keyword research. Keywords, what are they? Well, here's one of those basic definitions. Keywords is an informative word used in an information retrieval system to indicate the content of a document. I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's just too dictionary. Well, it works like this, basically. The internet works like the old card catalog at the library. You remember these things? All these drawers, and they had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cards in them. And there was a little something written right here on the little tab on the front of the drawer, and it identified the contents of that drawer. And when you pulled it open, it was all in alphabetical order. Well, the internet works a lot like this. Okay. Basically, it gives you, when you put in a specific keyword, it looks for that in any of the documents, posts, websites, you name it. It looks for that word, okay? And it looks in that word through all of these websites, okay? So that way it only pulls the information that you're looking for, Okay, it is the thing that gets the search engine attention. Okay, so what happens is when you put that in, the search engine goes, okay, I need to have this phrase, and it goes and it looks for all this stuff and it pulls all of these documents and things with that particular phrase. That's what makes the search engine work. Now, how relevant your keywords are to the content that comes up is absolutely vital to the visibility of your content. And this is why I say that. Because when someone is looking for 8 days to the perfect waistline, maybe they're looking for weight loss, okay? So they're looking for 8 days to the perfect waistline. They actually type that into the Google search area, and guess what? There's your content, there's your blog post, and it's going to be talking about your product that can help them lose weight. So you want to make sure that when you do your keywords that they are 100% relevant to the content in your post, or 100% relevant to the content in your blog posts, in your videos. You don't want to put wrong keywords on your content because it's not going to be found that way. So you want to make sure whatever content you create, the keyword is like the main focus. Okay? So make sure that it is relevant to what's inside. It's got to be relevant to what the content is, okay? That's absolutely vital because you won't be able to see it otherwise. So, and what that does too is it helps you put your content where the traffic flows. And we all know the best thing about having a business is what? Location, 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 right? Okay, so when you put your content where the traffic flows, then you're going to have more eyeballs on your stuff. And that's the ultimate goal, is to get more eyeballs on your stuff. Keyword research and using relevant keywords is the perfect way to make that happen. All right, so we're going to go through the step-by-step process. Very simple here. The first process is just discovering. You're focusing on identifying as many keywords as possible that are related to your website and your target audience. If you don't know what a target audience is, you can go back and look at, I believe it's week number 1 of the webinars that I have done. And it's talking about the basics, and you start your basics with your target audience. So this is where it's going to come into play and help you. Okay. So what you're trying to do is you're just trying to do like a brainstorming session and figure out as many keywords that you can use that's going to be relevant to your actual content, to the post or to your website. Okay. So now, once you've discovered all these words, you want to analyze them. And you're going to add information about the existing competition that's out there. So if someone else is trying to use the same keyword, how are you going to compete against them? And we'll go into that in a little bit deeper here in just a minute. Your page rank based limitations and potential for ranking. So you want to see kind of where you are page rank wise and see if you can get that particular keyword to where you can actually rank on the first page of Google. And we'll go through that. So you want to see what kind of traffic is coming on that particular keyword. So you identify the keyword and then you analyze it between traffic levels and the competition and where you can go page rank wise. Okay. Then you select the keyword that you want to use, and it involves objective measurement based on short listing of keywords, keeping the site focus and target audience within the limitations analyzed. Okay, I know that's kind of like blah, 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 blah. But selecting is basically you are going to take all of these keywords and you've analyzed it, and you're going to select 2 to 3 keywords that you want to use. So you can have one main keyword, which is the overall idea of your piece. And then you can have like 2 to 3 secondary keywords or keyword phrases that also helps identify the content that's within your post. So you can select, after you analyze the information about the competition, how much traffic it gets and things of that sort, then you want to select a certain, a certain few, 3 to 4 keywords that look the best, that are most relevant to your content. Simple, right? And then all you have to do is you just deploy them. You just make optimum use of your selected keywords on your website. Copy, HTML code, and your tags. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know much about HTML code. Okay? It kind of frightens me because it's very confusing looking to me and very technical to me. So if you feel the same way I do, high five. Okay. But see, here's the thing. What you see on the actual computer screen is translated into HTML, and that's what search engines actually read. So you just want to make sure that you're using your keyword in specific places so the search engine can pick it up. See, it's very easy. You discover the types of words that you want. You have an idea. You think of a phrase or a couple of phrases. And then you go analyze the traffic for those and the competition. Can you make it work? And then you choose the few that can make it work. And then what do? You go and put it into play. Super simple. Okay. So let's go on to how to come up with keywords. Now, you have 1 to 2 keywords, which is weight or lose weight. Those are short keywords. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Anything that is 3+ keywords or longer is long tail keywords. Now, the reason why they're long tail keywords is because simply that they're longer. These are the ones that bring up, like if you type in how to change a tire, that's more than 3 words. How to change, that's 3 words right there. So it's a long tail keyword. It will bring up more specific results if you go after long tail keywords. So that's where it gets interesting, because it gives you the ability to pinpoint the correct audience that's looking for exactly what you have to offer. So the more specific you can get, the better off you are, because you want to make sure that you are pinpointing that one person, which of course we all know is thousands because it's the internet. You pinpoint that one person that wants your product, and then you have, or that wants your product and is actually looking up this particular phrase. Killer concentrated attention to your stuff. Okay, so think of a topic you want to share more information about. Okay, this is really simple. If you, let's say, for example, you're in skincare and you want to talk about the pores on your face and how they open and close and how to keep them clean, and that's what you really want to do. Okay, so you think of a couple of keywords that work for that topic, and you got to think variations of that topic. So, for example, let's say that you are talking about, going back to the skincare example, let's just say variations of that topic would be pore, let's see, how pores react to steam, or how pores react to topical creams. What is the purpose of a pore on your face? See, these are long tail keywords, but you sit down and you think of different variations around that one central topic. Once you do that, enter it into the search bar in Google or in YouTube. And here's where it kind of gets fun when you get ready to come up with more stuff. If you're so stuck, you write down additional words that come up that are still relevant to your topic. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you type things into Google, it has this drop-down box, and it has suggestions there, right? Those are called autocomplete predictions, okay? It's automatically generated with no human involvement based on it at all, okay? It's simply how often past users have searched for a term. So when you put something in there, it will actually give you more keywords that you can look in Google AdWords and find out, hey, has this got like high traffic to it, or is this something that people are looking for? If so, what's the competition? Oh, it's not that great. I'm going to use that keyword. Super simple. So the autocomplete predictions actually gives you more information than what you originally started out with. So they're very, very cool. They're very cool. And you can do that on Google or YouTube. Google and YouTube are both Google, but sometimes YouTube will give you a little bit variation that will make all the difference in the world to your keyword set. So that's how you come up with them. You have an idea, and then you just start working on it to build from that point. Make sure people are looking for it. That's what you want to know. And then you start doing your research. Okay? You want to narrow down to the best relevant searched keyword. Does that make sense? Narrow it down to the best relevant searched keyword. The best, which means it goes exactly with your content. Relevant, exactly with your content. Searched, people, it's actually got traffic coming through on that keyword through Google or through YouTube. Now, your keyword research should be done through a tool. And it's a lot easier if you do it through a tool. You can kind of see more information. And we'll go through this. I'll show you what Google AdWords will give you. But Google AdWords, it is a keyword research tool. But the AdWords part, to place ads and things of that sort, costs money. The keyword tool itself is absolutely free. But you do have to set up a Google AdWords account. So, but you don't have to worry about, like, you don't have to pay for each keyword that you research. There is a program out there called Market Samurai, and it is a keyword research tool. It is $149, and it is a one-time fee. And it is one of the highest recommended keyword research tool systems out there. So you can just Google it. Just go to Google and type in Market Samurai, and it'll pop up. A pretty cool program to use. You need to find out if people are actually searching for that particular topic that you've chosen on a regular basis. So is their traffic actually using that keyword? If not, what's the point in putting it there? What's the point in using that keyword if nobody is looking for it? Okay, so when you're looking for your keywords, now this is an example, and it's actually kind of funny because of the different things that you can do. When you're doing your research, you can search in a broad term. The broad term, it gives you all the words containing the particular words that you have typed in there in any combination, period. It can have stuff in the middle of it. It can have like 2 or 3 words in the middle of it. They can be flip-flop. They can be, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look at the examples over here. You say Caribbean cruises, Caribbean holiday cruises. Cruise holiday in Caribbean. Cruise in Caribbean. That broad search term can bring in so much. So many results on a keyword research. But it's not pinpointed results that are going to give you the best result. So try to stay away from the broad general terms. They're not going to give you the results that you want. The next thing you can do is a phrase. Now, it has to be that the phrase is somewhere in it. They are in the exact order as you specified it. Okay, it can have words before it, it can have words after it, doesn't matter. But the two words Caribbean cruise have to show up exactly like that. So then you do get a little bit more specific information. Okay, like the cheap Caribbean cruise, the Caribbean cruise deals, the luxury Caribbean cruise. You get more specific. The exact, the keywords must be only and exactly what the user types in. And this is where you want to focus, is on the exact. Because if you have a long tail keyword, and for example, how to lose 20 pounds in 5 days, that could be an exact keyword. You want people to type, those who type that in specifically, you want to target them. So you want an exact match to what they typed in, and you want to be there when they do that. Okay, now let's go down to the negative section. The negative section is kind of fun to think about. So you think about cruise, you can take out any results with like the name Tom. So you don't get Tom Cruise. Or you don't get Tom Cruise on a cruise ship. Okay, the ads that they won't appear when this is entered. So nothing will show up if someone types in Tom Cruise. Okay, so the biggest thing that you want to worry about is your exact match, because it's going to give you the best results. The broad gives you an idea. The exact is what you're looking for. Now, when you're doing your keyword research, you want to measure the competition levels for specific keywords. Everybody knows that skincare is going to be a huge keyword. The competition for that is going to be very tough. There are some big names in skincare. So you want to try to get a little more specific about the topic of your post, not just skincare. Now, one thing that you want to look for when you're measuring the competition and you're looking at how many searches and things of that sort, you want to look for keywords that have a high traffic level but have a low competition level. One of the ways that people compete is through their backlinks. And I'll explain here in a minute what those are. But you want to find certain keywords or keyword phrases, long tail keywords, that have a high level of traffic. Because again, what's the purpose of creating a piece of content around a specific keyword phrase if no one's actually looking for that? People ask me all the time, how do I know what they're looking for? This is how you know. One general topic. What is it about health and wellness that people want to know? Type in health and wellness. There's part of your keyword right there. Then you can do a longer tail keyword, such as how do I get involved with a health and wellness company? There you go. There's a potential. So you really have to think deep about your keyword research. You can't just come up with like one little word. Well, sometimes you can. It depends on how, specific it is and what your target market is and what your target for advertisement is, or for people who search. So you also want to make sure that you get the low-hanging fruit. And that's all part of the high traffic, low competition. When you find those places, those are low-hanging fruit. But I'm going to tell you that it may not have a whole, the low-hanging fruit would be lower traffic. and low competition. That's low-hanging fruit. It's highly, highly targeted and highly, highly converted. So the conversions are so much better because you are like right exactly specifically what somebody's looking for. And as long as it has, 50 to 100 search results every month, then that's 50 to 100 people that are actually seeing your offer. And they are looking for specifically that, and you are there, and so they're going to buy from you. Low-hanging fruit, very lucrative to do it that way, but it takes a lot of time and it's very tedious. But you can do it that way. If you want a guaranteed sale almost every time that your post is seen, then go for the low-hanging fruit. Quite tasty. Gives you some quick money in the bank. Okay? All right, so let me answer this question. Some people know, some people don't know. But how do I rank on search engines? Your keyword research is by far the most important aspect in any search engine optimization initiative. The most important aspect. And the reason why is because everything that you do with your keywords is going to determine what the search engine does with you. So, just to make that clear. Now, Google looks for certain things and they like content. They love content. Unique, original, informative, value-driven content. Content is absolutely king. Google loves it. So, and I'm not talking content like these are the ingredients of this and this and this. No, it's talking about rich, value-filled information, things that will help someone else, not just sell to them. So you keep hearing me talk about this value thing. This is why you want to do the value thing on your website. This is why. Okay. You also want authority sites to link to you. Now, let me explain what authority sites are. Authority sites is a site that has been around for a long period of time and has had a lot of traffic and a lot of people link back to it. So, since you are in the network marketing space, somebody who has an authority site would be Ray Higdon. Okay, he has an authority site. If you write a piece that he really likes and he links back to your piece on your blog, that is an authority site link. So that's telling the search engine, hey, this person up here that has a lot of authority says this person down here, they know what they're talking about. They support them. So that gives you a little more SEO juice. Authority is a good thing. YouTube, authority ranks #1. And I don't know if you've noticed that before. When you search for something in Google, you actually see YouTube videos pop up a lot of the time instead of regular articles. Well, the YouTube videos pop up because it has the SEO juice. It has the authority. It's ready to go. So YouTube always comes up first. So hint, hint, wink, wink. If you're not doing videos, you're missing out on a prime opportunity and some killer exposure. Think about videos. I'm telling you, you're losing your mind if you're not thinking about it. Now, the backlinks that I was talking about earlier, that's a hyperlink that links from a web page back to your own web page or website. The more you have of those, the better off you are. The better rank you're going to have, the more authority you're going to have. So building authority takes time. You can't just have random backlinks, okay? The links need to come from sites that are relative in your niche with no spam links. And that means no blog comment links, no forum links. And you want more links and quality links. You don't want just crap. Google will see that. They know better. So the more links and the quality links that you have, the easier it is to beat out your competition when it comes to ranking on the search engine page. Where you're gonna, are you gonna rank on the first page, or are you gonna rank on the third? So you want people to be sharing your content. You want people visiting your page and referring other people to your page, because that helps build your authority online. The search engine optimization, the search engines actually see that, and they say, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. Good quality site. Okay. It also covers engagement. So Google likes to see the fact that you share your posts on social media. If they see that the posts on social media are getting engagement, highly engaged, are they getting liked? Are they getting shared? Are they getting commented on? Google sees that as a plus, so that's going to help you rank higher in your authority level, and therefore will help your posts get ranked higher. Now, you can go to a place called Social Monkey on there, and you can pay $7 and you can get backlinks. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not. I've heard some say that they're just perfectly fine if you want a little bump on the search engine. And so it is an option to do it that way, or you can let it, just kind of take over organically. It's up to you. If you do the Social Monkey, it's going to happen a lot faster than if you do it organically. So just to let you know that. You also want to make sure that you enable comments. And so that way it helps your authority level, and make sure you respond to those comments. Don't just leave them there to leave them there. Okay. So search engine optimization, the Google algorithm reads HTML. They do not read like what you see on your screen. You want to make sure that you link blog posts that are relevant. So in your niche, if you have 2 blog posts that you have one that is talks about let's see here. If you have one that talks about lead generation strategies, this is one blog post, lead generation strategies, okay? And then you have another one that talks about a specific strategy. You want to make sure that you link those 2 things together. So if you have a list of strategies to use, and you have another actual blog post where it has one of those items on that list, link those 2 together. They're relevant. You start building your own web of sorts. It also shows authority. So make sure you put, if you have 2 blog posts that are somewhat relevant, or you can get additional information, link them together. It'll help you. Now, where do you put the keywords to help increase your ranking? That is the question here. The first thing that we need to do is, when you're uploading things on your website, onto WordPress or whichever blog software you use, website software you use. When you're uploading your photos and your graphics, you could actually put the keywords in there as well. And I'll show you where when we go to the live portion in just a moment. You also, in your blog post, you can put it in the H1 title. So you want to make sure that you put it in the headline, basically, is what it's asking for. You want to make sure that you put it in the first sentence. So the very first sentence of your blog post, if your keyword is 3 steps to daily organization, then that needs to be your first sentence. It has to be in your first sentence. because that's what the search engine pulls. That's what they look for. That's where your keyword needs to be. And I'll show you where the tags are. You need about 1 to 5 tags, and they need to be keyword driven. So if you have, 3 or 4 keywords that you actually use throughout the thing, then the post, then you can actually put them all in the tags portion. You also have a meta description, and I'll show that to you as well, that will give you the opportunity to use your keyword yet once again. So you're basically flooding your post with the keyword. Now, the recommendation is to use the keyword or keywords once, approximately every 100 words. You want to use the main keyword about 4 to 5 times, and you want to use the relevant keywords about 2 to 3 times. So that way you know that the search engine is actually going to look through your content, and they're going to keep picking up these keywords. And hey, when someone types this in, it's relevant to you and what your post is about. So there you go. They're going to pull it up. Super easy, right? Now let's go to the internet for a little bit more live training. What I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to do the Google AdWords. So let me pull up my Google account right quick. I know it has been a lot so far, but I am hoping it has been very informative for you. Let's see, AdWords. Google AdWords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, I'm actually going to, just a minute. Let me put in my password here. We're going to choose a password. Not a password, I'm sorry, a particular topic, just one word, where I can actually show you, we'll kind of go through and we'll do some changes on it, and that way you can kind of look at how it all works, okay? Let me go over here to the keyword tools. All right, let me share my screen with you so you can actually see what I'm doing. And kind of what it looks like on the back side of the Google AdWords. Screen share. Let's go here. Okay. Whoa, you see me 1,000 times over. There we go. Now you can see my screen. All right. See, it's telling me here that none of my ads are running because I'm not doing any campaigns or anything right now. So this is the back office of Google AdWords itself. And what you want to do, you just, when you go to google.com, just type in AdWords, and it's going to pull up, the list of AdWords stuff. You go in there, you create an account. It's going to ask you for payment information and things of that sort. You do have to put it in, only you don't have to spend any money. I just paused the campaign, and as long as it stays paused, it'll never charge you anything. So the best thing to do, you can put your credit card and information in there, so when you're ready to start advertising with payment, then you can do that. Okay. What I want to do is go over here to the Google AdWords and go down here to the keyword planner. And this is where we're going to, kind of calling it home for a little bit. Internet's moving a little slow. But once this comes up, let's say, what kind of business do we want to be in? Let's say we're in the paper business. We create custom designs for our customers. Okay, so right here it's going to ask you, where do you want to start? So we're going to find new keywords and get search volume data. And this is going to give us an idea of good keywords. So you can get search volume and trends. You can multiply your keyword list and get new keywords so it can explode out, and you can get even more. So right here, let's go here to search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. Let's click here. So we're going to enter a particular keyword here. So let's say we're in paper. We have designer paper. So let's type in designer paper. You don't have to fill out the landing page on there. The category, you don't have to. You can put it in occasions and gifts if you wanted to. I'd try not to limit myself on a category. I am targeting all locations, which means any particular country, city, or region. So this is absolutely global. You can choose your language. There's all kinds. Look, there's tons of them. Icelandic, Japanese. So if you don't speak English, it will help you with your language. And you can do Google and Google search partners, or you can I just leave it on Google itself. In this case, we're not going to use any negative keywords to start with. And you can customize your search. So like right here, it says show broadly related ideas. When you're first starting out, you definitely want to get those broad related ideas because it can fuel new ideas for specific things. So let's go down here, and this is going to show the average of the monthly searches for the last 12 months. And you can change it if you want it to be for the last 6 months or the last 2 months. It's really up to you. So you just get ideas, and it's going to load it for you. All right. So this is going to show you the different keywords. Let's go over here to keyword ideas. Here we are. Now, I want to show you something. This competition line right here that runs straight down the middle, just because it says low and just because it says high or medium doesn't mean anything. That's right. Bocus, squat, nothing, nada, zip, zilch. Doesn't mean anything. Do not base your actual keyword research on this competition aisle. It's not correct. You don't need to pay attention to that. The only thing that you super duper duper need to pay attention to is this right here, the average monthly searches. Now, we had originally put in the keyword for designer paper. It gets 880 monthly searches for designer paper. That's great. 880 searches. That's 880 people who are looking for designer paper. So if I make handmade invitations, perfect keyword to use. If I sell designer paper, like designer wallpaper, or again, the handwritten notes, if it's something that I sell, then that is an absolute perfect keyword for me. So 880 average monthly searches. Now, the reason why I chose to do the 12 months versus the 2 or 3 months option is because it gives you a more overall averaged out view. So instead of saying, well, in the last 3 months, because it can, your searches can depend on the time of year that it is. So if you have, for example, if you have something special for Christmas, your monthly searches are going to be off off the charts for the months of October, November, and December. But that's not average. What's average is what happens through the entire year. So it's better to get a little bit more clear picture with using 12 months. So if you'll look down here, see, here's the variations. You have cool wrapping paper, paper designs, wrapping paper designs. And see, that just says designer paper. So if you look here, see, it shows monthly searches for April to March. And it shows you the graph of how it works. So back in April of 2015, there was a regular search, and then it dropped in September for one reason or another for invitation paper. So you have different ideas down here. So here's one that's designer printer paper. There's 70. I can almost guarantee you the competition for that is not high. There's not a lot of people who actually are in that particular or who are using that particular keyword. Is it searched? Yes, it is. But this is where you're going to find a little bit more the more specific you go, the more qualified the traffic, the higher the conversion. I hope that makes sense. So instead of saying like, oh, I just have personalized stationery, that's 12,000. If you include the personalized stationery and the designer paper keywords, then you actually have almost 13,000 people who are actively searching that a month. So you can see, you can add the numbers together and you can figure out the average monthly searches. But see, like we're here, wedding invitations is extremely high. But you're going to have a whole lot of competition if you do it that way. So what you want to do is you want to look and see if there's additional ways that you can say what you have, what you offer. And by doing the keyword research, it actually gives you different ideas. So if you want to get designer paper specifically, let's see, and if I remember correctly, it's these two. Very good ideas. Modify search. Okay. Put it in the wrong spot. Well, I put that other piece in the wrong spot, didn't I? I didn't close it up. I left it open. I was like, what did I do? And then I realized what I did. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay. So you can look and see, like here, paper designer, 210. This right here would be a good one. You are a paper designer. And maybe a little bit later on in the post that you make, maybe you say that it's designer paper. You're a paper designer of designer paper. But see, the point is you have narrowed down your audience. You've narrowed down the searches. And so you get the more specific the request, the more specific the keyword you need in order to capture that request. I hope that makes sense. So let's try something else. Let's do, I'm going to do direct selling reviews. Well, if I can learn how to type, we might get somewhere. Direct selling reviews. Okay, we're going to get ideas for that one. Let's go right over here to the keyword ideas. And let's see where our traffic is. Why didn't it refresh? There we go. Okay, this is something that you need to see because direct selling reviews, it shows 0. No one searches for it. They search for direct sale companies, direct selling. Here's a list of direct sales companies. There's direct sales jewelry. Direct sales companies 2014. That wouldn't be relative to now. However, if you wanted to do direct sales companies 2016, if you were writing an article about direct selling companies in 2016, you could do it that way and use it as a keyword. It would be very specific, and you would probably have a very low amount of traffic on it. But again, the amount of traffic on that specific keyword would be very, very qualified. So it would, whatever you had there would convert, would convert. And it would convert on a very good level, a very high level. So, I mean, if you look, like here's one direct selling company, it's 320. And you can see like these bar graphs kind of they kind of show you if it's going up, if it's trending up, or if it's trending down, or if it's just kind of, you know, a mix. See, this one has gone up. And it tells you how many searches there have been over the past couple of months. So if you see one going down, you know that's not trending the right way, and you don't want to capture that. I'm trying to see if I can find one that's actually, there's one that just had a peak. Look at this. So there were only 170 searches back in April of 2015, but if you look over here in March of 2016, there were 590 searches. For some reason, it went through the roof. That would be an extremely good keyword right there. Now, you also have the competition is a little bit more difficult to see because you can see it through Market Samurai, and unfortunately, I have not myself purchase Market Samurai. So that is going to be in a sometime in the very near future, I'm going to do that. So I'm super excited because I want to really get even deeper and get into the competition side of the keyword research. So I am going to go in here and I'm going to open up my blog, and I want you to look at something. I'm going to show you something in the back office, and I know we're at the top of the hour, but I really need to show you this so you have the full idea of how it works. Okay, so here is the back office of my blog, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to posts, and we're going to add a new post. And I'm going to show you where to put these keywords. So that way you know. And it's a lot easier for you to just turn around and do it yourself. Okay, so let's say weight loss seems to be the easiest for me to think of. Different things. I don't know why. My primary is not weight loss, so I don't understand why that would be. Maybe I just have weight loss on the mind lately. I don't know. So let's go over here to the keyword planner, and we're going to look at, let's do the modify search, and we're going to say how to lose 20 pounds in 10 days. Let's see what kind of results we can get in our keyword research for this first, because I'm curious. Let it update. Man, my internet's running slow. Okay, so how to lose 20 pounds in 10 days only has 10 monthly searches. Okay, you have very low traffic on that. So you want to go back to a little bit more general term. So how to lose 20 pounds would be good. But here are, see, like this right here, it says how to lose 20 pounds. You have 14,800 monthly searches. Well, that's a lot more than the 10 monthly searches that you originally started out with. So you've got, you know, an additional audience of over 14,000. So, but if you look over here to the left, it'll show you like how to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. There's 9,000 people who want to know. See? It's showing you right here, like all the people that are searching. Lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Right here. Here you go. Here's a good one right here. For example, to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, 4,400 people every month are looking for that particular item or information on how to lose the 20 pounds. So what we're going to do, we're going to say lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. We're going to say lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks by drinking only water. Okay. So we have put our official keyword in the title. So lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. This is our keyword. So that's the first place that we want to put it. The next place that we want to put it is going to be down here in the body area. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you do a heading 1. This is the H1 title. And in this title, again, you're going to say lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks by drinking, just repeat it, drinking only water. And then come down here, and then in this paragraph area, you just put blah, 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 blah. You tell them this information, that information, da, 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 right? Okay, so the main title, the headline, okay, and then you go over here to the right-hand side. You see it says tags. It says tags here. So you want to put lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. That's a tag. Okay. Again, that is the keyword phrase that you are using. And when you as you put it in there, people are looking for this keyword. So they're going to start finding your stuff. Now, you have that keyword in your actual body copy, like how to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Make sure that you eat this amount of vegetables and this amount of chicken, and it will help you lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. You can always do a secondary keyword to go along with this, and that will help increase the amount of traffic that comes to this particular post. However, you can use just this one keyword phrase alone, and you can still have excellent results with it. But whatever the keyword phrase is going to be, you have to make sure that it will fit into your content, that it is absolutely relevant, and that you can say it over and over without sounding absolutely redundant or ridiculous. So, we have it in the headline 1, we have it in the title, we have it in the tags. So that was 3. And let me see. And we actually went through, no. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. This is the one I want. Let's go back. Step by step part of it. Here we go. Well, where did I put it? Here we go. All right. So we have the H1 title. We have the main title of the post. Then you have it in your first sentence. So the first sentence was actually, I didn't put it on this particular one here, but once you have that headline, your first sentence should be, someone once told me I could lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks by drinking water, and I thought they were nuts. See, and then you put the rest of your content in. So this is the actual first sentence of your content. So someone once told me I could, again, here is your keyword, lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. So you have a title, you have a headline, and you have your first sentence. And out of all 3 of those things, your keywords are in all 3 of those things. Okay, so let's go back over here. The first sentence, the headline, I'll show you the photos, the tags, we did one of those. Your meta description comes a little bit further down here. Your meta keywords right here. If you have Yoast SEO on your blog, if you are an MLSP member and you have sites, you have Yoast SEO that is already configured into your blog. So just go in there, and when you're doing a blog post, you'll have this on the bottom. It'll say Yoast SEO, and you just go down and you put in your meta keywords. So, and you have a focus keyword too that you put in. So we're going to say lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. We're going to use that as a focus keyword, and we're going to use that also as the meta keywords. Okay. So you see here, if you have the Yoast SEO already in your blog, when you see you're going to see your dots change because you're going to start checking things off the list that you need to have done. Okay, so it'll tell you whether you are set up for SEO or not. That's the wonderful thing about Yoast SEO. And I am actually going to talk to you a little bit more in just a moment about some SEO stuff. So basically, you put it in everywhere. You have your snippet here, and you can actually put it in there yourself. You don't have to have an excerpt from it. You can physically go in and tell it, lose 20 pounds. Whoops. Well, in 2 weeks, by drinking only water. The best way to lose 20 pounds, in 2 weeks is by eating only protein. Okay, but if you see here, right here, you have a slug, which again is your keyword, right? So the more times you can put your keyword into that actual snippet, the better off you are. I mean, it's already going to be in your title. It's going to be in your web address. It's going to be in your headline. It's going to be in the first sentence. It's even going to be in your pictures. So, excuse me. All right. So that's the other places to put it in your meta description. I'm going to go back to this little checklist here. This here, the once approximately every 100 words, that is just in your content alone. That is just in your writing alone. So You just put it throughout using this kind of a basis to go by. So the uploading the photos and the graphics, let me show you that real quick. And then I have a special offer for you. It's going to be awesome. Let's see here. The pictures. Go to the media, add new. I'm going to leave this page. I don't want to keep any of that. So we're going to upload media. I am going to select a file. I'm going to choose this picture right here. Okay, so it uploaded the file for me, and I'm going to go in here where it says edit. And when it pulls it up, you'll see here that you have an option for you to change the title of the picture. You can actually put the keyword in the title of your picture. You can put it in the caption of your picture, in the alternative text of your picture, and of your, and you can write out a general description. And when you do that, that will actually give you, again, another opportunity to place your keyword. So the more places you can put your keyword, the better off you are, especially if the particular graphic that you have is very specific and for a very particular keyword, and you want to keep it that way, then you definitely want to go through and fill out all of this information when you upload any of your media, whether it's a video or actual photo. So that, again, will give the search engine the opportunity to find your keyword in your website. And so it will have more of an opportunity to pull it up for you. Okay, so we've been through all of these things here about where to put them. So what I would like to do now is share with you a little something special. Okay, I'm going to get out of this. And I am actually going to show you, I'm going to share with you something that I think is actually pretty cool. And I thank you for sticking around and hanging out with me here. And I'm glad you've taken the opportunity to still kind of learn about how things work and with the keywords and things of that sort. So tonight is a special night because I'm going to give you an offer of something. But I do need to give you a little bit of basis about this. So I'm going to share my screen once more, only this time I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. And tonight, as a special offer, we do, this man, Rob Fore, is an absolute genius when it comes to search engine optimization. He is an incredible expert. He's built business after business after business. He knows search engine optimization and keyword use like you know the back of your hand. I mean, he's just, he blows me away. If you don't know who he is, go on Facebook and follow him. He's got some great information about how you can use certain things on your blog in order to monetize it, make money with it in better ways. And he's an absolute incredibly intelligent man. So he has ranked #1 all-time income earner for one of the most complete online marketing, lead generation, and personal branding suites available to help any business leverage the internet to get more lead sales and signups. If you have been following me and you have seen some of the things, some of the trainings that I've done, you may have heard me refer to a company or a group called MLSP. That's My Lead System Pro. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it because it is a platform that's actually helping me to learn and grow my business. And I'm actually getting results now with it where I didn't before. So Rob Fore is actually he is someone else who has come up through the ranks, if you will. He has started at the bottom and learned how to make his website shine through the use of SEO. And he's actually used some of the training that has been put out there and is in the back office of MLSP. So that's actually the one. He's the number one all-time income earner. I mean, this man is genius when it comes to putting things in that make money. He also is a rank of a top 20 income earner with a team of over 7,000 active distributors, not passive, active distributors worldwide in one network marketing company, a position they've held for over 7 years. That's absolutely insane. And that's just one company. I mean, this man has so many different affiliate accounts that he has. His SEO expertise is out of this world. And you can catch him on his website at robfore.com. I highly recommend following him if you are in the industry. If you plan on doing any kind of blogging or videos or anything where you need to do SEO and keyword research, this is your man. So one thing I want to share with you is tonight I have a time-sensitive special offer for you. Okay? So I want you to look in the top part of your screen. And the man that I was just speaking about, Rob Fore, has created a product. And that product is called Postinon Purpose for Profit. Now, I myself have purchased this product and I've started going through it. I have not finished it, so I'm not 100% sure about every single bit of detail that's involved in it, but I can give you the idea of what it's supposed to do. Basically, it's a 3-module set. It was originally offered at $297, in which they have absolutely tremendously slashed that price. It is now available for $47, but you get 3 modules. And what they'll do is they'll help you learn keyword research skills that I didn't even teach tonight, things that I don't know. This is all stuff that Rob Fore has experience with over years. This man's been doing this for so long. It's incredible. And it's going to help you generate income with every post that you make using the keyword techniques that he talks about. And also you get the module 2, which is the posting on purpose for traffic. It helps you learn how to drive massive levels of traffic to your blog so they can see what you have to offer. And then the more, like I said, the more eyes on your stuff, the better opportunity you're going to have for people to actually buy your products or your services. So traffic is always a questionable deal. People are like, well, how do I get it? This is going to help walk you through step by step. Now, when you are posting for leads, you can generate an unlimited amount of leads if you use these special skills that he teaches you. And like I said, I haven't gotten completely all the way through this, but the little bit that I've actually been able to go through so far, it is awesome. And anytime Rob Fore gives me an opportunity to try something else, I try it. So I highly recommend. It's $47. It's a one-time thing. You're not going to be charged something else. It's not a monthly deal. It is a 3-module product that will help you understand and get better with your keyword research. And I'm going to tell you, this right here, this posting on purpose, it could potentially turn your blog and your business absolutely around. Rob Fore is a genius, and when you get in and you start reading and when you start learning the information, it gives you so much that you can actually go and take action with. It's not just, oh, hey, you could do this. You can actually see what's going on and you can take action and do these things yourself so you can get the same results. Beautiful thing, right? Okay, so if you order this posting on purpose today, you'll get access to it immediately. You'll have the web address and the username and the password and all of that. You can go right after you're done purchasing it. You can go and learn some more. You can actually turn it on and watch. So you don't have to wait for it to be delivered in the mail. If you purchase this product, it's a one-time thing, $47. That's it. Okay. I have something I want to share with you. If you purchase this product before May the 11th, 5/11, that's 1 week. It is a time-sensitive special offer, and this is only going to be a one-time deal. It is this week only, and it expires midnight on 5/11. You get a special gift. The first special gift is you have a free one-on-one hour-long strategy session with me. And I know some people are like, well, okay, that sounds good. I have 6 spots only. No more, no less. 6 spots, and that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if you really need help trying to figure out where you're going and what you're doing, and you know that the information that Rob Fore is going to give you is going to help you boost your blog, and you want to have more clarity and more focus on what you want to do with your blog or with your videos, this is going to be excellent for you because it's going to give you clarity. It's going to help you clarify your focus and your path. It's also going to help you establish some action steps for some things that you need to do. Okay. It will also get your questions answered. I know that is one of the hardest things to have done when you're new and when you're first starting off, is getting your questions answered, because it seems like they just want to throw you some random topic, or they want to send you another link to something else. No, this is so you can have your questions answered. Okay, so that is the special gift number 1. You get a free one-on-one hour-long strategy session with me. Again, 6 spots only. That's it. That's all I have time for this specific offer this week. So, you can, in addition to getting your blog set up and getting your SEO taken care of, and learning how to do it like a boss with Rob Fore, you can actually have a little more clarity. But you know what? If you watch infomercials, you know that famous phrase where they say, but wait, that's not all. That's right. That's not all. You actually get a special gift number 2. I am going to give you absolutely free a training video that was created by Rob Fore himself. Okay. This specific training video will help you optimize your blog like an SEO pro, even if you're brand new to WordPress. So basically, what you do is you watch this video. Rob Fore will walk you through step by step by step how he helps his website rank higher on search engines using Yoast SEO plugin on WordPress. He gives you the exact settings that he uses on all of his blogs. Now, I don't know about you, but if somebody told me, hey, I'll give you free access so you can rank on the first page of Google, change your blog settings, give you keyword training, I would be like, heck yeah, I'm all about it. It will be absolutely free. This is not something that's just randomly out there. This is not a paid training. So I really hope that knocks your socks off, because you will also learn how to optimize your blog post using the Yoast SEO plugin. The same plugin that I was just showing you on my website, where it was the little circle turns green. When your blog post is optimized for SEO, the little light turns green. That's when you know you're good to go. So Yoast SEO has a lot of benefits as long as you have it set up correctly. So tonight, I highly recommend getting in tonight get in as fast as you can. There's only 6 spots, guys. If someone told me that I could have this type of thing, this type of information when I started blogging and when I first started working on the internet, I would have fallen to the floor. $50 is not that much. My husband and I went out the other night for dinner. It's been a while since we've been out on a date night, and we blew $50 on dinner. this is something that is going to help you turn around and have people see your stuff. You will make sales on this stuff. As long as you get the information, you implement what you've learned, talk to me, and we will get an action plan set up for you, just for you, on things that will help you build your business, help you earn an income, help you to set it up on automation so you can walk away and go spend time with your kids. I'm not joking. This is for real. So why not go ahead and take me up on the offer today? Let's connect. Let's get together and get a plan set up just for you. This particular program will change how you set up your blog posts. It will change how Google actually sees your blog posts, Google, Bing, and Yahoo. So the keyword research that you've done in the past has helped, but this particular posting on purpose for profit will take you to that next level. It will help you identify what you need to know in order to make your blog just start getting free traffic. And who doesn't want free traffic? Come on, everybody does. Everybody asks, how do I generate traffic? Well, this is one way you do it. Plain and simple. All right, guys. So get your hands on the posting for profit. And I just noticed that I hadn't shown it. I thought it was showing this whole time. Can you believe that? Get your hands on the posting for profit. It's only $47, guys. And you'll also get the one-on-one with me, and we'll walk through. I am not going to totally knock this off, but I want those of you who really need help, if you really need some direction, and you're not looking for something, a product like this that's going to help, you don't think it's going to help you at this time, that's fine. If you have other questions and you need other help, please do not hesitate to let me know. You can find me on Facebook under Dana Carpio. You can find me on Google+. You can find me on Twitter. You can send me an email to dana@danacarpio.com. There are multiple ways to get in contact with me. And if you have questions, you really need somebody to sit down and really help you figure some things out. That's what I'm here for. God gave me this gift. God gave me this blessing, and I'm turning around and using it to help others. So with that being said, guys, I know I went way over. It is now 8:30, and I'm sure you are ready to pull your hair out. But I do want to find out if anybody has any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer the questions that you do have tonight based on keyword research. And like I said, if you have any other questions that maybe it doesn't pertain to keyword research, maybe it pertains to something else about blogging, or maybe you're having problems with Facebook, you need help with Google+, Instagram, LinkedIn, what have you, just give me a jingle, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out. Guys, this is what I love to do. And next week, I almost forgot. Can you believe that? I almost forgot to tell you guys what's going to happen for next week. Okay, there's the offer one more time. Just showing you the time-sensitive offer. This week only, expires midnight at 5/11. After this is completely done, when I send out the link to those of you who are actually watching the webinar and you are in the webinars on air area, when you receive your link to this video tomorrow, in the email there will be a link in order to purchase Rob Fore's information. So it will be there for you. Okay, and like I said, this week only, midnight on 5/11, this offer goes off the table, or after the 6 spots are full, it's going to go bye-bye. So get in right now while you can. And then, so let's see, for next week, here we go. Next week, we're going to do blogging. And I know you're probably like, well, that's kind of backwards. I know it is. I know it seems kind of backwards. However, I had someone who specifically requested keyword research, so that would help them. And so that's what I decided to go ahead and do. And when I was trying to think of what can I do for next, and I thought, well, duh, blogging. That's what you need keyword research for, right? So next week we are going to be doing blogging, and I'm going to show you how to go from the bottom of the ranks to actually getting it set up. So we're going to go with no blog at all. I'm going to show you how to choose a domain, how to choose hosting. And there's different companies and stuff, but what I'll do is I'll have it to where I'll show you actually how to get everything set up. I'm going to also give you a general structure of your blog and some of the necessities that Google actually looks for in deciding whether your blog has authority or not. So basically, the general structure, it'll give you, an idea of the things that you need. And everything else is just kind of whatever you want. We'll talk about high converting opt-in offers. How do you get people on your website? That's pretty simple, but once they get there, you need them to be enticed enough to be able to put in their email, their name and email address, and you give them something of quality back. So what is that something of quality? Well, we're going to be going through some high converting opt-in offers, so you know that you've got good stuff going out. That's going to actually help build your list, and that's a good thing. We're also going to be talking about what you want to share and what you don't want to share. So some of the things, some people are like, well, I've got a blog, and then they start posting a blog post about their product all the time, about what the science behind it and things of that sort. But that's not really what anybody in your company can tell your potential what's in the product. You need to be able to tell your potential what the product can do for them, for number one, and how it's going to improve their quality of life. You have to give them some sort of value, not just a sales pitch or product information. Okay. We're also going to be covering generating traffic to your site. How do you do it? It's not that difficult. And actually, when you generate traffic to your site, your blog is your real estate online. People say, where do you live? I live at www.danacarpio.com. That's my home. You want to find me? That's where you go to find me. Or you can find me on social media or whatnot, But if you drive people to your blog, you got to have something there for them. And your keyword research is actually going to help you make sure that they find the right thing. So since that's going to be for next week, get prepared. Get prepared. So if you have not put your email address in and actually opted in for the Thursday night training, I highly suggest you do that. Come find me on social media, because I will send you a link. And when I send you the link, you'll be able to register every single week for the new training on Thursday. And then you will get absolutely free, no charge. You'll get a recording of you'll get the link for the recording of the actual video. And then you will also get a PDF version of the slides from that night. So it's easier for you to go in and just kind of, figure things out. So, all right, guys, I know it's been a long night. I thank you to those, send a thank you to those who stuck it out with me. And guys, I really hope you got some good quality information about keyword research. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here. I'll be working for a good part of the day tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you guys out there in social media, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed evening. Bye.